Hey everyone, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to visit my channel. In today's video, I will be doing my very first review of the novel Mentor, and this is by Lee Matthew Goldberg. If this interests you, please continue watching my video. So today's video is a review. It is my very first novel review. If there are things that I do not touch on that you would like for me to do in future videos, please leave me those comments down below. This way I can grow and provide you with the information that you are looking for in my future videos as well. So we're going to grow together. But anyways, this is Mentor. This is a book from the Bookcase Club, I believe from February, that I wanted to do an individual review on. How I'm going to rank them is between a 1 and a 5-star rating. Go on and tell you, I believe it is a 5-star rated book. I really enjoyed it. Once I picked it up, I could not put this book down. So I wanted you to know that right off the bat. I do highly recommend this book if you're into the thriller genre. Again, these are books for people who are 18 years or older, or you have to have your parents' permission in order to read them. I cannot recommend it for teens or younger based on the content in the book. It's an adult book, adult content, so definitely have to have your parents' permission if you're younger than 18. So I wanted to start this off after giving my rating of it being a 5-star book. The main character is Kyle Broder. This is a very relatable character, very fallible human being-esque type of character, very well-rounded. He is not like a superhero type of character, is one that is extremely relatable, if I didn't say that earlier. I can see how he does the things he does in the book, why he made the mistakes he does, because these are things that most people could see themselves getting into and doing. So very realistic in the way the author created this character. Very flawed. You know, we think we're doing the right thing at the right time, and sometimes down the road our decisions can come back and bite us, and that's kind of where this character gets into trouble. I think this specific character can be relatable through different people at different places in their lives, whether you are poor, whether you're middle class, whether you're a high wealthy individual. I still believe you can relate to him. So many people definitely see them being related. There are times when you absolutely love the main character, and then there are times that you think, you should not have done that, and with him. So that's kind of about the main character. I would definitely say he is a dynamic character. He is one that does change throughout the book. So he does change, he does grow, does very much learn from his mistakes. It almost costs him something extremely important as the book goes on, and if you read the book you will understand that. I don't want to give everything away, because then why would you then buy the book if I tell you everything that happens? Okay, so very well written for the main character. It's yeah, the love-hate relationship definitely is present with him. The villain of the story, wow. Wow. I still can picture this character. The name is William Lansing. Very well crafted. I mean, it's amazing how well created this one is. A very conniving character. It is very much a manipulator, and I think even though this is a villain character, I still think you probably, if you read this book, can almost pinpoint this type of person in your life. They may not go to the extremes that this character does, but you probably can think of someone who is a very much master manipulator to get what they want. So, a very well crafted character, again, also in a very twisted way, relatable, or at least recognizable in your daily life, of someone who could probably fit this type of character, but not go the route he did in such a awful way. This particular character has a godlike persona to him that he has created. The main character, he believes that, without him, this main character wouldn't be where he is in his life or have the things that he does. So, yeah. You definitely hate this character. There is really not much love for the main villain of the story. This is one that you're reading and you want to yell at the characters that come across his path. Don't believe this person. Don't do this. How can you fall for his tricks? But it's such a sly way that the author has created him that you know that you shouldn't do it, and you want to yell at these people, say, don't do it, but they do it anyways. Yeah. So, very much so. You look for his downfall, and the end, you don't know if the hero is going to come out on top or not, or if they're both going down for all of that, for everything that goes on. I mean, it is very well written, these characters, so human-like. It's been a long while since I have felt that connection to both of them, and you want to hate them, but you want them to, get what they deserve, and you don't know really who you want to root for and come out on top. Yes. The plot, it is extremely fast-paced. Like I said, when I picked up this book, after the first probably 3 to 4 pages, the plot just takes off and it doesn't stop. It gives you a few instances of, after all this happens, to just give you a rest so you can take a breath, because you know it's going to come right back. So the plot is very engaging. Again, he takes you, does a lot of stuff, and then gives you that inhale, exhale time period, so that you're not extremely exhausted. I did not want to put this book down. I think I read this a week and a half, maybe, if not within a week. So yes, it's very fast-paced, but it does give you the rest points that you absolutely need for that. There are so many twists and turns to this book. You think it's going to go one way, and then the author just twists it again, and it takes you off in a different direction, and you don't know where you're going to end up at any point in time in this story. The climax, oh God, the climax to this story. I was it hit emotionally, because you're just like, why? Why is the author doing this? Why did I do this? If this is how it's going to end, it's huge emotional, and it takes a really good author to make me want to cry or to yell or have extreme emotions to what's going on. So that this hit every point. You're super highs, you're super lows, you're kind of sailing on in the middle. He hits every single one of them. So very, very well done. So that is kind of the plot feel to it. Highly, highly recommend this book for if you are into a thriller style book. Again, I would definitely give it a 5 out of 5 stars rating for this book. If you're into it, it does have some gory details, but not to the point that you can't read what's going on with it. I will say there, from the villain's point of view, some of the things that he writes to the main character is extremely graphic in some respects, but not to the point that I don't think you wouldn't want to continue the book. So I will tell you that there are some moments to it, but it's very tastefully done. It is not a slasher style book by any means, but it is very well crafted, but it can make you possibly look up cringe type of thing for that. But overall, highly recommend this book. Very well written. Again, like I said, I can't say it enough. The 5 out of 5 star rating is what I would give it. So if you enjoyed this book, please give me some comments down below. What are some other things or topics you want me to talk about? In the description box below, like I said at the beginning, because this is my first review, I know I wanted to talk about the main character. I wanted to talk about the villain and the plot of the story. Extremely well written. Like I said, it hits every emotional point I think that you can feel towards these two characters. Even some of the side notes, some of the side characters or supporting characters, you get emotionally attached to them as well, and some of the things that happens to them hits you too. But anyways, give me some comments down below what you like. Have you ever read any books by this author? I'm definitely, once I get a break from the thriller genre for a little while, I would be definitely interested in getting more books from him, because he's such a great author. At least with this book, I can only speak to this book, or haven't read any of his other books. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and until my next one, I hope you have a good one. Bye.